What's up, Los Angeles? Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending, 155-pound champion of the UFC, the notorious Conor McGregor.
He's in a fucking tracksuit. He can't even afford a suit anymore. He is fucked. I'm gonna knock him out inside 4 rounds, mark my words. And that's it. As far as the fight, he will be unconscious inside 4 rounds. The movement, the power, the ferociousness, he's not experienced this. He's fought people who have shied away from him. I don't fear him. I don't fear this limited set of fighting. This is a limited set of rules that makes this half a fight, a quarter of a fight. This isn't a true fight. If this was a true fight, it wouldn't even take 1 round.
I don't give a fuck if it's a ring. I don't give a fuck if it's an octagon. Put me in there and I'ma kick ass.
Don't be talking shit. You do give a fuck if it's an octagon. Dance for me, boy. Dance for me, son. Dance for me.
Yeah. Hey, he look good for a 7-figure fighter. He look good for an 8-figure fighter. But motherfucker, I'm a 9-figure fighter.
On Thursday in New York City at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and on Friday we go across the pond to London SEE Arena, Wembley. Live coverage for all of our press conferences. Showtime Sports YouTube.
The first stop on the Mayweather-McGregor World Tour is officially in the books. We are here in Los Angeles inside the Staples Center, as you can see behind us. They are tearing things down. The circus is moving along to Toronto, Ontario, Canada on Wednesday evening. It does sort of feel surreal seeing them square off, right? Like this is actually happening. Like we've seen, you know, the Photoshop images, we've seen like Esther Lin has done it and stuff, but to actually see them squaring off face to face, and Conor with the pinstripe suit that actually says "fuck you," I mean, that is pretty classic stuff. But when I first saw them going toe to toe, I was like, I can't believe this looks like a fake photo in front of my eyes.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I walked into the arena, and we were a little bit late. Things were running late. Dana White was in the back talking to the print media, and I walked into the arena, and Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather are standing on stage at Staples Center, and I'm thinking to myself, like, wait, like I know this is happening, but it really set in at that moment, like, whoa, this is actually a thing that's going to be a reality. These guys are actually going to fight, and they're both on the stage together at the same time, and they're facing off. What a weird, surreal experience.
I think it was interesting. I think kind of McGregor was entertaining. I thought I was entertaining. And I think we gave the fans what they wanted to see. This is what the fans been waiting for.
Do you think you got the better of him?
It only counts August 26th. It doesn't count right now. The fans demanded this fight. You know, at one particular time, and of course, with this fight, of course, I do want to make a ton of money. Who wouldn't want to make money? If I told you guys that I don't want to make a ton of money from this, then that would be some bullshit. Of course I want to make a ton of money. If I have a chance to go out and make 9 figures, absolutely. In 30 minutes, yes. Conor McGregor is going to make a ton of money, and this is going to be his biggest money fight. You know, you can put all his fights together. From all his fights together, he's going to make more money in this fight than he made throughout his whole career. Whereas with me, I'm not going to make $800 million like I made it throughout my career, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to make, you know, a pretty penny. But everything is leaning toward Conor McGregor. He's younger, he's taller, he has a 74-inch reach, I have a 72-inch reach, and he's active, and I'm inactive, so we'll just see.
Did they cut your mic?
They call me Mike as well. Yeah, whatever. They can do what they want, but they ain't keeping me from him in the ring, and that's it. August 26th, they can do nothing to stop me.
Would you make over $100 million for this?
If it clears the Pacquiao numbers, I'll clear 100.
The biggest fight in the history of fighting. And of course, they had to come to the greatest city in the world to do a press conference, of course. So, whether it is Floyd Mayweather, or whether it is the notorious Conor McGregor, I just want to welcome these two fighters to Toronto, a place that we love till the day that we are all gone. My name is Drake. I love each and every one of you. Let's get into this shit.
Defending 155-pound champion of the UFC, the notorious Conor McGregor!
Does this mic work? Well then, fuck that mic. When I count to 3, I want this entire arena to scream, fuck the Mayweathers. 1, 2, 3, fuck the Mayweathers! He won't do shit! And while we're at it, fuck Showtime too! You little weasel! Look at you, you little fucking weasel, I can see it in your eyes. You're a fucking bitch. Cut my mic off! Cut the champ's mic off! Hell no! You fucking weasel and you fucking bitch. Floyd is an old, weak bitch. Sing it to me. I want you to sing it to me, and I want you to dance for me. You sing it, you dance. Dance for me, boy. I just want to speak to all the boxing pussies, all the little punda pussies, supposed experts. You're fucking crazy if you think this man stands a chance. His head is too small. One shot is all it takes me. Check the facts. I bounce shots off there. I bounce heads off the canvas and dribble that shit. Shout out Drizzy Drake. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Life is so fucking good. How do I look? Dress your fucking age. Carrying a school bag on stage. What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read. 40 years old carrying a school bag. The man doesn't even fucking read.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. The fucking fans can't fight for you.
Shut your fucking mouth.
If you believe in yourself, like you say you believe in yourself, bitch your whole fight check, you bitch.
No fucking problem. Send the contract, kid, it's done.
And y'all got the fucking nerves to believe in a fucking fighter that like to fucking quit? There's a fucking quitter. do something with that flag, I'll fuck you up. There's about it. That's it. That's it. There's about $5 grand in here. There's about $5 grand in here. Fuck me. Just now you do something with that flag, you ain't getting this bag or this money back, and I'm gonna fuck you up on this stage. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you see August 26th live on Showtime pay-per-view. Floyd Money Mayweather and the notorious Conor McGregor live on Showtime pay-per-view.
Well, the Canadian leg of the Mayweather-McGregor World Tour has officially concluded, and if there were any doubts about whether or not this was a good idea, those were blown right out of Lake Ontario this evening. One of the most entertaining press conferences, I don't even know if you can call these press conferences anymore, shows, their performances. This is theater, if you will. It just finished moments ago here at the Budweiser stage in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Was Toronto better than Los Angeles?
Toronto was better than anything I've ever seen in terms of building up to a fight or to a sporting event. That was absolutely insane. That was perfect. That was exactly what they needed after what many people thought was a little bit of a flat show format-wise yesterday. This one just blew it out of the water. Conor really brought his A game. He had a speech prepared. It was almost like a stand-up comedy routine ending with, "Floyd, why are you bringing a school bag on stage? You can't even read." And the crowd went ballistic, and I tweeted it, and people on social media went ballistic. It was the best line of the night, the best line of the day, and yeah, McGregor, from yesterday where people say he wasn't quite himself, today he was Conor times 100. I was a little bit taken aback that he actually went up to Steven Espinoza from Showtime and called him a weasel to his face, and I just spoke to Steven Espinoza a few minutes ago here backstage, and he was also taken aback. This was not a part of the show. This was not something they discussed. It was not a work. This was a real deal thing, not something that was planned or anything ahead of time, and Espinoza was not happy about it, and guess what? Now we look to Brooklyn tomorrow to see, well, what's going to happen, how is that interplay going to be, and that's all part of the brilliance of it.
Let's address the race. A lot of media seem to be saying, I'm against black people. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Do they not know I'm half black? I'm half black from the belly button down. And just to show that that's squashed, here's a little present for my beautiful black female fans. Yo! DJ! Turn the music down for the strip! Take them high heels off.
Conor, what did you make of tonight?
Thank you.
Were you happy with tonight overall?
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. I mean, like, it's getting to that stage. By the end of it, I was like kind of just zonked out of it. Like I was like just chilling on the chair and flexing and just trying to look good. And hopefully someone will get me in a nice shot with the coat. But it is getting to that stage. I was like, right, let's get the fucking thing wrapped up now. Do you know what I mean? So there's only someone. He's saying the same shit over and over again. Right. Some of the things, the timing on some things is pretty good, but whatever. It's that time now, right?
Well, he came here just moments ago and he was very upset because he said that you talked about his daughter, you talked about the mother of his children, and he talked about the race thing. He thinks that it's getting to that point where it's becoming racially.
Well,
are you going there?
No. If anything, I wanted to kind of squash that and have a little bit of fun. That was a playful thing. You know what I mean? I included the daughter and had a. You know what I mean? It's all fun on my part. If he is in that mindset, well then that's his business. Am I gonna? I don't care.
Can you clear up those people are bringing up the dancing and things like that? Is that what you're trying to insinuate? What are you trying to say?
What do you mean insinuate?
People are saying, "Oh, Conor McGregor is racist because he's saying dance."
Ridiculous. How does that make sense?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
That's what's annoying me. I mean, that's why I wanted to bring it up today in a way, in a playful way. I mean, how could you say that when look at me for fuck's sake? I mean, I'm coming out rapping, bleeding Biggie. I'm showing, giving respect. You know what I mean? And I'm engaging in the entire. I pulled out Jay-Z's album and all tonight for fuck's sake. So look, I'm a big fan of the shit. I am a big fan of the culture. You know what I mean? Like I said, he asked me what my playlist is. All I listened to was rap. You know what I mean?
Ariel Helwani following the Brooklyn leg of the Mayweather-McGregor World Tour alongside Showtime's Steven Espinoza. Steven, what did you think of tonight?
Well, the intensity keeps increasing. You know, it's getting more tense and more tense, you know, all around. You know, I think earlier I said, you know, I wish there were 4 or 5 more dates. At this point, I think, you know, one more date is about all it will take before this thing blows up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
What's up, London? 4 years ago, I fought in London at a place called the HMV Forum in front of about 500 people 4 years ago. Now here I am, 6 weeks out, about to quadruple my net worth with 1/2 a fight. I'm in shock every single day I wake up. 1/2 a fight, let's get that right. I get to quadruple my net worth for 1/2 a fucking fight. Sign me up. He could have rode off into the sunset 49-0. Instead, this is my first time in a boxing ring. And in 6 weeks, I run boxing. I'm just stunting around my boxing ring. This is my boxing ring. I am boxing. Do some slap head. Do a little slap head. Boom. Now let's get it straight. The bullshit is now over. 6 weeks, I'm gonna sleep this fool. And when I sleep him, I'm gonna bounce his head off the canvas as well. Hard work! 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 Yeah! Dana!
little suit. Me and you got the most money. Keep pimping this bitch. Yeah, we know how to take these foreign fighters and we know how to use them.
Quadruple me net worth, you fool.
We some smart Americans. And you right here running with a quitter, but I forgot. You the pimp, and this your hoe. I ain't gonna touch you till August 26th. I'll throw you in your motherfucking neck.
I might not do the same.
I knock you the fuck out.
Might not do the
I
same.
knock you the fuck out.
I'ma just throw you
I knock you the fuck out, punk. Hey! Somebody get Nate Diaz on the phone. Get Nate Diaz on the phone. The hoe.
26th, live on Showtime pay-per-view, brought to you by Mayweather Promotions, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Mayweather McGregor, Saturday, August 26th, live on Showtime pay-per-view, Las Vegas.
Helwani in Las Vegas inside the world-famous Mayweather Boxing Club alongside the world-famous cutman Jacob Stitch Duran, alongside Jeff Mayweather himself. As someone who works in both sports, how do you feel about this? There are some people in the boxing community that don't like this, that don't like the fact that Floyd's going for his 50th pro win against someone who's 0-0. How do you feel about it?
Oh, no, I think it's great for the sport, man. You know, number one, look at this. So how can it be bad? You know, and yeah, you know, Floyd's 50th. Yeah, you know, is it going to have an asterisk? Kind of like Jose Canseco or Barry Bonds, you know, with the home runs. Is it going to have an asterisk? But I think nonetheless, it's you know, the hype is definitely big. You know, I haven't seen this since the days of Mike Tyson.
Wow.
So yeah, it's good for boxing. You know, it's definitely not going to hurt it. And I got to give Conor credit for being the biggest thief in combat sports because, man, he stole everybody's heart, man. And, you know, and what he did is phenomenal. And I don't think anybody's ever going to be able to do that again.
You have a guy that's done this his whole entire life. And then you have another guy who decided to do this in the last 3 months. He's going to win.
Yeah.
I don't have to answer that dumb shit.
Well, some people say first 4 rounds, come at him with unconventional stuff, unorthodox stuff, treat him.
They kill me with that unconventional bullshit because that don't mean nothing.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you still have to land a punch. I don't give a fuck about how you move. You can do all this stupid shit. It don't mean nothing. What means something is landing a punch, and that's what his problem is going to be. He's going to have a serious problem trying to land a punch on Floyd.
So do you think he won't land a single punch?
I ain't going to say he won't land a single punch because, I mean, that's asinine to say that because I don't think that nobody goes into a fight and not get hit at all. But I think that when he does land, he's probably going to graze Floyd. It's not going to be clean. I believe that.
So why is Floyd taking this? Because it's the easiest payday?
No, ask me no dumb shit like that. Why would you take it?
It's a lot of money.
Okay then. So don't ask me no stupid question. Right. That's a dumb question, right?
Well, 50th fight, try to test yourself.
It don't matter. You're getting paid.
It's a record.
It's the record, but still, it's still not so much about the record. It's about getting paid. At the end of the day, that's what every athlete is. I mean, it's about getting that check.
Yeah.
Because you can win 95 titles, but if you ain't got no money, what difference does it make? It don't mean shit.
He ain't gonna land shit. Floyd gonna catch the shot. Floyd gonna throw the hook, gonna catch the hook up here, bang, right down the middle. I'm telling you, man, that's what's gonna happen.
So this is not even a fight.
No, it ain't no fight.
So why is it happening?
Because people want to see strange things.
Helwani in Las Vegas at the UFC headquarters. We just wrapped up the Conor McGregor media workout, and we're being joined by the great Ido Portal, alongside the owner of the most popular video blog in all of combat sports, SBG Charleston's own, the one and only Owen Roddy. Yes, alongside the one and only John Kavanagh. When you compare how Floyd moves to how he moves, and a lot of people say that Conor needs to bring an unorthodox game, an unconventional game. Do you see a stiffness in Floyd? Do you see, comparing the two as far as the movement is concerned, their body is concerned, how would you compare them?
Not at all. Floyd is, I don't see any stiffness in Floyd. He's a master at what he does, but he's also extremely specialized at what he does. So he moves similar to other historical figures in boxing. And these memes keep on spreading and keep on kind of fortifying themselves inside the culture of boxing. Boxers move like other boxers. And then there is a mutation of movement. Somebody comes up with another way of doing things. And if it works, it kind of gets added to the collective knowledge of boxing. Conor is a lot freer in the mind. It means that maybe the stuff that he's doing haven't been tested to the same amount, but it also means that he can break the mold, he can surprise you, he can give you awkward timing and awkward positioning, he can disappear and reappear, and a lot of things that a boxer doesn't get to see so often.
When it kind of goes in there, Mayweather won't know what's happening.
What do you mean?
He just won't know. He won't know how to deal with what Conor brings.
Okay.
It's just going to be too hard for him, and Conor's going to land a shot, and then it'll be more history broken.
You may not want to answer this, but there is a thought that he is playing possum when he trains in front of us, because people are saying, look how slow he looks. What is he doing with this stuff? Is he trolling the world here? Is he not showing us? Is he actually wanting the world to think that he's slow and then surprise them come the 26th?
Yeah, he could. You know, I don't know. I can't read his mind. He is he's very tactical in how he thinks, and everything is it's all premeditated. Like, you know, you can tell from the World Tour he had everything rehearsed and stuff like that. But as I said before, it doesn't matter which Mayweather turns up. Conor McGregor beats them all.
Yeah, Conor just said if he gets 8 ounces, he thinks he'll knock him out in the first round. Do you believe that as well?
Yes, I do. I just, you know, obviously Floyd's an incredibly accomplished boxer and fantastic defensive boxer, but it's no matter how well things go for him, it's still going to take him a couple of rounds to try and figure things out, and it doesn't take, I mean, I don't have to tell you how many times have we seen it. Yeah. He lands, people fall, and that's just how it is. So yeah, I think it could be a 1-round fight if it's 8 ounce close.
Conor, how are you?
Good, so how are you?
It's good to see you again.
Yes, so.
This is a treat. Here we are sitting on a boxing ring in front of your logo, my friend.
I'm happy you brought that up,
yes.
The logo. That's, I mean, every day I get into that ring and I stare at it and I'm like, it's some logo, isn't it? The big lion's head with the crown and McGregor Sports and Entertainment next to the UFC. It's been some journey. It's been an absolutely amazing journey. I'm very, very proud of myself and very proud of everyone that's been with me. I mean, the distance we've come in such a short space of time through such hard work, so I'm very happy.
So then let's address the racism stuff if we can. So you have been accused of being a racist, of race baiting, of calling black people monkeys, and he's upset about this. He says he's fighting for the black people. Can you clear this up?
First of all, never once in my life have I labeled I never labeled him a monkey or any African American or anyone a monkey. I've never labeled, I would not disrespect any race like that. And his people know that. And you know what? He knows that too. He knows that deep down too. If I was to label him after any animal, it would be the rat. I wouldn't even label him after the great ape. Do you know what I mean? He is a fucking rat and a weasel, because that's what a rat and a weasel does, tries to manipulate words and create something that's not there. So, ask Ellerby, ask Floyd Sr. They know, you know, it's It's a weak move on his part to even try and instigate something. And something so sensitive. So, I mean, but that's the individual he is. He's a man who beats his wife in front of his kid. What can I say? All I can say is, I never spoke those things.
I believe we have the foot. Is this the footage right over here? This is you. Dana White just put this on Instagram. This is you and Paulie Malignaggi. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the moment.
Yeah. Boom. Like, what was that? You think I pushed him there? Does that look like a push?
That did not look like a push.
I mean, he was knocked down. And that's actually doing him a favour, because the shots before that, where he was rattled and stumbled into the ropes. Do you know what I mean?
So him going on about all of this,
I'm actually, in my mind, it was concussion talk. You know, when you're in there and your head rattles, you don't actually understand what's happened. You think a certain picture, or you think a certain situation happened, and it didn't. So, I don't know. He got his ass whooped, the poor boy.
When you hear boxing aficionados like Max Kellerman say you're not going to land a punch, how do you react to that? The people, like today we posted videos of you hitting the bag, and it's all people saying, look how slow he is, he doesn't know what he's doing, look at this movement stuff. Do you enjoy that? Is that better for you?
You know, it happens to all greats. Training methods, everything is criticized. And I mean, originally Floyd, way back, his method of hitting the pads and hitting the bag was ridiculed during the Hatton build-up. When I first kind of started seeing about Floyd, they ridiculed his methods. And then all of a sudden everyone starts trying to follow his methods. You know what I mean? When the success, it's been the same with me when I started incorporating movement training, I started incorporating certain attacks and certain approaches in the mixed martial arts game. Ridiculed, it's a joke, a joker. How many times have I been called a joke or a joker? And then everyone starts following and trying to study. It's no different here. The boxing game are like, oh, he doesn't move this way, what's he doing, this, that and the other. They just don't understand, and when they don't understand, they just try and discard it. But thankfully, August 26th, there can be no running from it. So it will, the same thing that will happen that always happens. They will try and push it away. It will be put in front of them. Floyd will be slept, and then they will begin the studying process, and then the implementing process, and then I'm on to the next.
Which is what?
I'm on to my next wave of preparation. So they're here, and I'm here again, and then I'm here, and then I'm here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's life.
Can you guarantee the next one is MMA? December 30th.
Yeah,
that's what we're told?
I believe so.
December 30th.
I believe so. We'll see. People have doubted me my whole way up, and this has been a bit more intensified, the doubt and the criticism. So I'm just going to relish in it. You know, the aim is to prove my supporters and my fans and the people that are with me, prove them correct. And then the second aim is to prove the doubters wrong. That's it. So we will do that August 26th. We will relish in it. Thankfully, all the criticism and all the doubts, and it's been all recorded. So I'm sure we will all have a good time looking back and seeing what they said then to what they say after. So,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the world's best pound-for-pound fighter, TBE, the Hall of Famer, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Money, 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 money team. 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 I'ma put up on another scene. I ain't paying for no other team.
And Floyd, finally, can you give us a prediction or how you feeling it's going to go down on Saturday night against Conor McGregor?
I told you guys before that this fight wouldn't go the distance. If you're gonna bet it won't go.
If you bring your ball, all sparring. Remember what I said. When you quit like a bitch, Saturday.
Paulie, what happened?
Bring your ball Saturday, pussy. Remember what I said in the gym. Remember what I said in the gym. Bring your ball.
Conor say to you though? You had some words.
Oh, I don't know what Conor said because I was trying to talk to Audi. Conor was probably saying you got your ass. I don't know, typical shit. You got your ass whooped. So, that's what. And then I reminded him. I said, you bring your balls this week because usually you forgot them against Diaz. You tend to forget them when shit gets tough. Make sure he brought his balls Saturday. He's gonna need them Saturday. Make sure he doesn't forget them in Ireland or in the training camp house. He's got to bring them Saturday. You got to pack your gloves. You got to pack your shoes. You got to pack your cup. You got to pack your balls too because he tends to forget
today.
them.
What was today? There was no that little thing with the fans. I didn't know. Or just a little walk around, and I saw media, and then you get told little bits, and then whatever. So, like I said, it is what it is. I'm just strolling in and having fun with it and embracing it all.
MMA fighting. Mark my word. There's a 100% chance this fight won't go the distance. 100% chance.
So his coach said on Monday, you said earlier that you're going to go forward. He says if you go forward, he'll knock you out in a minute. What is your response to that?
We'll see. We'll see.
But they don't believe you're going to go forward.
Okay, we'll see.
Why would you go forward in this last fight? That's typically...
We'll see. We'll see. At the end of the day, you will see the results. This fight won't go the distance. Remember that. No matter what his coach say, his coach can't fight for him. When it comes down to it, it comes down to the two fighters when it's all said and done.
Chance to shock the boxing world.
Yeah. I just, the thing about shocking the boxing world is that the boxing world is saying dumb stuff like this guy doesn't even belong in there and he doesn't have any chance. A guy who hits as hard as Conor McGregor absolutely has a chance. And when he knocks Floyd Mayweather out on Saturday, they're all going to say, Floyd was too old and this and that. They'll have a whole different set of excuses. Well, everybody thinks that, he's going to go in there and he's boxing the best boxer. He's not boxing anybody. This is under boxing rules, but you better believe this is going to be a fight. This isn't going to be a boxing match. It's going to be a fight. When you're in boxing, you throw jab, a right hand or a hook to the body comes behind it. None of that stuff is going to become. Floyd is the master of knowing what comes next, and he's the best defensive fighter ever. Those aren't the same patterns that are going to come from Conor McGregor. It's going to be completely different. And Conor doesn't just have to hit him on the chin. He's going to hit him in the elbows. He's going to hit him in the shoulders. He's going to hit him all over his arms, the side of the head, the side of his gloves. He's on 29-year-old legs. Floyd's on almost 41-year-old legs. And anybody who's been 41 knows what that's like. Conor is the bigger, stronger man who will apply pressure, hit him with hard punches. He will eventually catch him and he will knock him out.
Now, after Saturday, are you ready to see more UFC fighters trying to boxing match?
I am not. No.
Do you think this is going to be the only one?
God, I hope so.
Floyd, as a promoter, has this been a breath of fresh air for you? Because like the Chuck Liddell situation, you could just back one guy. You could be sort of the old school promoter as opposed to being neutral. Have you enjoyed that process? You can't wear a McGregor shirt when he's fighting in the UFC, right?
It's a catch-22. It's fun to be a fan because I get to wear. So, just so you know, the Patriots won the Super Bowl last year. And I wore Patriots shirts every day leading up to the Super Bowl. So, not that I'm superstitious or anything, but I'm wearing Conor McGregor shirts every day. And yes, it is kind of fun to be a fan, but at the same time, this is a different feeling. I'm not used to this feeling. I don't know if I like it or don't like it. I'm sure if he wins, I'll love it. But
different is fun.
Huh?
Different is fun.
Different is different. It's definitely different.
Hey everyone, it's Ariel Helwani. It's around 4 a.m. Pacific time in Las Vegas, Thursday morning. We're a little over 48 hours away from the fight of the century, Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. All week long, Floyd Mayweather has said that he'd be at his new Gentleman's Club Girl Collection in Las Vegas leading up to the fight. We wanted to see if that was true. We've been waiting for him for 6 hours, and look who is here, the man himself.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Floyd Money Mayweather. I was here Sunday. Monday we wasn't open. I was here Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Going to technically Thursday, and I'm here.
Unbelievable. Why are you doing this?
This is my club. What do you mean why I'm doing this? I love my club. This is my establishment. This is my business.
Are you kind of a little nostalgic going into Saturday? You were 48 hours away from the last fight of your career. This is a big deal. The 50th.
Remember for the Pacquiao fight, I was out on Friday at the pop-up shop, signing autographs, taking pictures with the fans at 2 or 3 in the morning.
But you kind of look around and say, this is the last road, these are the last hours. Are you getting nostalgic about the run, the career?
No, I don't worry about it, no.
You don't think about that?
No, not at all. The fight's going to be what it's going to be, regardless. So if I'm at the club or not at the club. I'm a fighter. At the end of the day, I can fight.
Sure.
When it's all said and done, I can fight.
Conor McGregor reminds me of Invictus. Have you ever heard of Invictus?
Yes.
It goes as follows.
Okay,
I committed it to memory.
Oh my gosh.
And it goes as follows.
All right.
Now this is in tribute to Conor McGregor.
Wow. Here we go.
Out of the night which covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Holy smokes.
I admire this Conor McGregor. I admire him for getting into the ring with Floyd. Oh my goodness. This is a treat.
The notorious Conor McGregor weighs in at a ready 153 pounds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to the scale, a man who is undefeated in his remarkable 21-year campaign, introducing boxing's future Hall of Famer and undisputed top attraction, the one and only Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather weighs in at a trim and ready 149.5 pounds. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the money fight. Mayweather versus McGregor. 12 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division.
Well, for the longest time, we thought it wouldn't happen. In fact, as recently as tonight, it still kind of felt surreal that Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor would box inside a ring in front of a crowd in Las Vegas and people would actually be able to pay to watch this happen. But it happened, my friends. It actually happened. And in the end, Floyd Mayweather won via 10th round TKO. It was an entertaining affair. Conor McGregor did a hell of a lot better than many boxing pundits thought.
Here we go again. I don't know what to say. I know we've been doing this for 21 years. I told you guys I'd come straight ahead. So, you know, with coming straight ahead, I was going to take some contact. I could have sat back and just boxed and counterpunched and made it boring. I didn't want to do that. I feel like I owe the fans a last hurrah. So I went out there, and that was the game plan. Me and my dad communicated before we went out there. The whole game plan was to go out there and let him shoot heavy shots from the beginning, take him down the stretch, and do what we do best. And that's what we did tonight. You know, but we had a game plan. Our game plan was to take our time, let him shoot all his heavy shots, to keep walking him down, shoot heavy shots to the body, shoot big shots upstairs. And my dad said my dad thought it was going to be a little bit earlier, around the 7th or the 6th. But, you know, it took us a little longer than we expected, but we did what we said we was going to do. And I promise everybody, remember this. You know, I told you people, I guarantee you this fight wouldn't go the distance. I told you, I was going for the knockout, I was going straight ahead. And with going straight ahead, you're going to take contact. I understand that. But, you know, after 21 years in the sport of boxing, you know, I had some great fights, I had some boring fights. But at the end of the day, I will be always remembered as a winner, you know, no matter how you win, as long as you win. And I knew how to, I know how to dissect my opponent. I know how to go out there and break them down and just stick to the game plan. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, to the podium, I'd like to call up the notorious one, Conor McGregor.
What's up, everybody? Hello. Put my whiskey down, notorious Irish whiskey. Coming soon. Do I answer questions or do I just rattle on? Rattle on? No problem. It was a good fight. Thought I smoked them the early rounds. I thought I bushed you up the early rounds, but I tell you what, you're one composed individual. You didn't get rattled. You tucked in when you needed to tuck in. I thought you switched up your game plan 3 times. You came out looking to box. I thought you were being outboxed early on. You looked to play against the ropes like you looked to play. You were getting picked off there. And then you came in, hands up towards your forehead, dipped in, forehead on the chest, and started to fight that kind of fight. I didn't anticipate that. Three game changes in the fight. That's what a true champion does. Much respect. You came with it. You know what I mean? I got to give respect to that. It was a hell of a fight. I would have liked to see the end of the 10th. I think fatigue, there's like a patch. There's a patch somewhere in the middle of fights, even with the Diaz 2 fight. I have this patch where I must overcome. I get a little wobbly, and I start kind of, but it's more fatigue, and I can't, if you look at the Diaz 2 fight, I came through that, came back round 4, round 5. I would have liked to see the end of round 10 and see where it brought us, but hell of a competitor. Switched it up, kept the pressure. You've got to give your hat off to Floyd. A hell of a career. Congratulations. It was a good fight. It was a bit of fun, right? It was a bit of fun.
Did you get any sense? Did you get any sense that you had him in danger? That you really had him hurt in the early rounds?
His head was snapping back. He changed his game plan 3 times. He came out, tried the box. He got 8 with a left hand. Then he went against the ropes like he usually does. Then I was just picking away at the body. The first 3 rounds, I was like, man, I actually got a little bit over eager because I was like, this is actually very easy. And then his composure started to shine through. I started to throw shots, and instead of having the success like I was having in the early rounds, he was catching them on the gloves, catching them on the elbows. And then the fatigue set in, and then that's it. Fatigue got me. It's not. I don't know what it is. It's like because it's certainly not from not working hard enough. Because I fucking work hard, Ariel. Like I work hard. I don't care. Look at it. Like I work my ass off. So I think it's just a mental thing that I need to figure out. But I'm proud of myself. I would have liked to see round 11. I think if I'd have got to the end of that bell at round 10, I would have had that minute recovery and I would have came out strong because it's a seesaw game. If I'm dealing with my energy and he's working and I'm recovering and eating shots and so on and so forth, then when he goes back to the corner and I'm still there, now it's his turn. He must recover, and you know what I mean. It's a game of back and forth. So I would have liked to been given more of a shot, but I don't hold nothing against the referee. It is what it is. I think like if that was a mixed martial arts bout, they want to see your nose hanging off your face before you even considered getting stopped like that. Do you know what I mean? No, there was no knockdown, no nothing, and they stop. That never happens in MMA. So it is what it is.
Yes, I've been thinking, to leave you with something, but I couldn't find anything in my head.
Oh, okay.
But as I'm speaking to you, in actual fact, yes, I have a beautiful piece.
Okay.
That I will recite. I committed it to memory, and it goes as follows. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth, clearly and quietly, and listen to others, even the dull and the ignorant, for they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons, for they are vexatious to your spirit. If you compare yourself to others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble it may be. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons you see strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love. For in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears you see are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. After all, you are a child of the universe no less than the trees and the stars. You do have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful and strive to be happy.